everybody, welcome back to the ranch. Dr. Uptown here, bringing you the Chiappa again today. What we're going to do is replace the fixed butt stock with an adjustable one that I bought off of one of the forums that I belong to, and we'll show you how that's done. Like I say, it's as I said before, this is all basic AR-15 assembly. This is shouldn't be anything new or different, but we'll go ahead and show you how to do this anyway. Now, one thing with this one that I bought, it did come with a steel butt plate, ring, whatever that's called, and it does have the groove on the bottom instead of the top like some of them do. Or perhaps they all have them on the bottom. I just don't honestly remember. I've only done it one other time. So anyway, the point being is it is a complete ring. I do also have another one. On looking at it, I guess it does have them on the bottom. It's the one off my DPMS. I was just going to do a comparison here to see, and they both appear to be about the same size. I was thinking the one off the DPMS was a little bit thicker, but it's not. So anyway, first thing we'll do is go ahead and remove the upper from the lower. Let's see if I got something here that I can use as a punch. Just push the rear assembly pin out. Which will separate the rear end. Push the front assembly pin out. And like I say, that removes the upper from the lower. Well, and as I said before, this is nothing new here. This is just standard AR stuff. Go ahead and unscrew our butt stock out. On the Chiappa, these are all plastic parts, so your retaining ring and everything are all plastic. Now this does have the small spring in the rear. Like I say, it's a plastic ring, plastic castle nut, and a non-adjustable stock. So we'll set that stuff aside and go with our new one here. We have, I don't know who the brand is on this one. I suspect it's a UTG, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Now, like I say, we do have the little spring that goes in the back, and what that does is that holds the detent for the rear assembly pin. One thing you will notice on this polymer frame on the Chiappa is it does not have the detent in the front that most AR-15s do, and that's because it's built for the 22 conversion and doesn't need the detent to hold the buffer tube and buffer plug in place. So what we'll do on this one is go ahead and screw our, see if that detent happens to be in there. There it is. We'll go ahead and start our butt stock into place. And like I say, since this one doesn't have the detent pin, this hole you'll notice is a little bit smaller than on a standard AR frame. So what you can do is basically just screw your butt stock into the point where it stops. And I did notice I've got my plate on backwards, so I'm going to go ahead and switch that around real quick before we get too carried away. get our stock into place, we'll just line it up with the grip stock. We can go a little bit past to allow us to place our detent and our spring into the back end. Oops. Guess I ought to get my pin back in place first. Otherwise, the detent and the spring will just fall through, which is defeating our purpose. So we have that into place. We'll just compress our spring down. Bring our plate back into place, which holds it in place. Push that into place and turn our castle nut in tight to tighten things up. And we'll come back with our castle wrench and tighten that up after we're done here. What that allows us is that allows us our adjustable stock. And as I said, we also replace the pistol grip if we see fit. We can replace our 4-in grips on our upper if we see fit. And I may have to take that apart. It seems like that might be a little sticky now. Nope, it's just tight fitting. That's okay, that's what we want. So, to reassemble, again, back with our forward pin in the forward pin location. Once we've got that lined up, we can put that in together. And this is going to fight me, of course. Alright, forward pins in, bring the upper in, and we'll compress our lower pin into place. Now, I'm really just not liking the way that's sitting in there. I may have that detent in there upside down. So we'll go ahead and just see about fixing that right away. Make sure I put the detent with the pointed end into the hole. Follow that up with our spring. Press that into place, again with our back plate. Turn our castle nut in as tight as we can get it by hand. Like I say, we'll follow that up with our castle nut wrench. Now let's see if this back pin goes in a little easier. Still going to be kind of stiff, but that's okay. But now we have our adjustable stop on our Chiappa. Anyway, as we do some other improvements to it, we'll keep you up to date. Hope you guys find this interesting. We'll talk to you later. You have a good day.